Welcome back to Theresa.is.Dead. My name is Theresa and I'm very much alive. And if you're new here, welcome. I have an awful garbage mouth, and if you're not into that or weird shit in general, then this is probably not the place for you. Feel free to X out the video here. No harm, no foul, but I'll remember our time fondly. If you want to jump straight to the review, the swatches, and all that good stuff, I'll leave a time code down below. Feel free to jump ahead. Okay guys, so I was gonna talk a little bit about my trip to Orlando, but then this happened last night that I'm still fucking kind of annoyed about, because it just, stupidity. It's just stupidity. I hate customer service. I mean, no, I take that back. I love customer service. I just hate when people give shitty customer service. I don't get it, because if someone's being nice to you, then you should fucking be nice back. Like, what is so hard to understand? I get it. Everybody has a shitty day, and everybody's allowed to have a shitty day. But if someone's being really fucking nice to you, then you should reciprocate that back. Is that too much to ask? Yes, obviously. We actually had our best friend stay with us for a couple of days, and when we were taking him back to the airport on the way home, we were like, you know what, let's kind of get a little bit something to eat, like nothing too crazy. McDonald's is very close to our house. So I was like, you know what, let's just go get some McDonald's, call it a night, whatever, go to bed, blah, blah, blah. So the drive-thru line is pretty fucking crazy, but whatever, I'm lazy piece of shit, so I didn't want to go inside. So we finally get to our turn, and this is what we order. 2 large fries and a 20-piece nugget. That's it. That's it. That's all we wanted. Literally, that's all we wanted. We get to the window and it was like this young kid, probably like around 18 or 19 years old. Alex pays for it, gives Alex the bag. Alex gives me the bag. I have a tendency to always look into the bag because 9 out of 10 times they always forget something. I should probably take it as a sign that I shouldn't be eating this shit anyway, but I do. So I look into the bag and I notice there were 2 fries and there was a chicken sandwich. So if we can recap, y'all, what did I order? Correct, chicken nuggets. So I said to Alex, oh, they gave us the wrong order. So Alex looks at it and goes, oh yeah. So he asks the guy, he goes, oh, hey, excuse me, yeah, you gave us the wrong order. So the kid literally just goes,
no, I'm pretty sure you got the right order.
So Alex is like, we ordered chicken nuggets, here's a chicken sandwich.
Can I see the bag?
And I'm like, ew, like, bitch, why are you getting a fucking attitude? Like, we're not even giving you an attitude. So Alex is like, of course, here you go. The kid looks in the bag, trudging his little goddamn velociraptor hands into everything, and he's like,
yeah, you have everything right here.
We ordered chicken nuggets. We didn't order a chicken sandwich. Yes, we ordered 2 fries, but we ordered chicken nuggets. We didn't order chicken sandwich. And the kid's just like looking at us like this. Like, he didn't understand that chicken sandwich and chicken nuggets are 2 different things.
Can I just see the receipt?
On the receipt, it says 2 large fries, 20-piece chicken nugget.
Okay, all right, 20-piece chicken nugget, okay. So what's the problem here?
We didn't order the chicken sandwich, we ordered the chicken nuggets, so we got the wrong order. And the kid was just like,
hold on a second.
Fucking slams the goddamn like little drive-through window, storms off, comes back 2 minutes later and goes,
well, you guys are gonna have to wait for your food, so can you just like go out of the drive-through and just like wait on the side for us?
Which is common, and that normally does happen if you have like a weird order or whatever. So we're like, okay, fine. So about 15 minutes passes by and I'm looking at Alex, I'm like, I don't think they're gonna bring us our food. Because I can't imagine chicken nuggets taking that long to cook, considering they are retired circus animals and yoga mats. Something's not right here. Lo and behold, Alex had to go inside and kind of clear it up, and they completely forgot about us. Didn't even offer an apology. They were kind of like being so shitty about it. And it's like, I just don't understand why people have to be like that. And this is not just here, but in like all kind of facets of customer service. Like, you don't have to be so shitty about it. I could see if I was giving you an attitude and I was being like a fuckface about things, you have every right to fucking dismiss me and be a piece of shit. I give you that permission. But if we are literally so nice to you and are like, oh, it's not a big deal, like, it's okay, like, we just want to correct food, don't be an asshole about it. Like, that's like customer service rule number 1. Don't be an asshole about it. So yeah, so has this happened to you? I'm pretty sure it has. If so, please leave it down below. On today's video, we're going to be talking about the Lime Crime 10th Anniversary Birthday Palette. And before we get into that, let me read you a little bit about the palette. Rainbow Brights Done Right. Our 10th birthday shadow palette has our favorite colors of the rainbow, sitting so pretty in the LA sky. This palette is a throwback to OG Lime Crime with super colorful shadow. Our all-new pressed shadow palette is graced by our original Lime Crime logo against our signature clouds. We sprinkle the entire palette with pigment and glitter in 12 all-new shades and 4 finishes: iridescent shimmer, shimmer, matte sparkle, and glow. This palette will have you dreaming in sky skies of blue and glittering clouds of white. The color revolution continues, but this palette is here for a short layover, so scoop yours up today before it flies away. This palette retails for a whopping $44, and you can purchase it either through the Lime Crime website or Ulta. I purchased this through Ulta because I really like Ulta's return policy. This is the second item that I have from Lime Crime, first one being the Venus 2 palette, and I picked this up this year during the September 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta. I like this palette because of this mustardy shade and this beautiful olive green. I actually really like this palette a lot. I don't think there's a lot of really good reviews about this, and I know some people have mentioned that they didn't really like the mustard, they found it patchy, but for me, I found that it always worked, and I was happy to pick it up at a discount. I was intrigued about this palette not only because I know a couple of you guys have asked me to review it, but I really like the formula of that, and I really wanted to see if I was going to like the formula of pretty much an all sparkle shimmery palette. Also keep in mind that I did purchase this with an Ulta gift card that was given to me for my birthday. For $44, you're getting basically a palette full of shimmers. Beautiful, wonderful, rainbow-esque shimmers. And you kind of have to ask yourself, do you really need something like this? If you are looking for a rainbow palette, but you don't want all shimmers, then I'm going to say, don't get this. Literally all it is just straight up fucking sparkle. And if you like the idea of a rainbow palette, but you really just want all matte formula, I would totally recommend getting this palette, which is amazing. It's by the brand Carity. If you're not familiar with them, they're fantastic, and I'm surprised not a lot of people really talk about them. I purchased this sometime last year, and fucking I love them so much. The pigmentation on this, the blendability, everything works out great. So if you're looking for some sort of a rainbow palette that doesn't have shimmer, glitz, and glamour, Las Vegas lights, and all that bullshit, I would totally recommend getting this one. Actually, I got the new Carity palette, the Picante one, which I think is getting shipped out soon, so I'm actually going to be reviewing that on my channel. But seriously, if you really want a rainbow palette, all mattes, I would totally recommend this one. And I think there's like a bunch of coupon codes floating out there, and if you sign up, I think you get $5 off or whatever. Like, they have really good deals, and their shadows are very similar to like MAC in a sense. I think they're supposed to be like MAC dupes or whatever, but like at a reasonable price. With that said, we're not talking about Carity, we're talking about Lime Crime. So if you are into sparkles and all that glitz and glamour and all that bullshit, then you're really gonna like this palette, because I found no issue with it. Yes, there's a lot of fallout. Yes, there's a lot of kick up in the pan. Yes, it's a shimmery fucking Tinkerbell shit on your face kind of a mess, but the payoff is really pretty, and I had no issue whatsoever for it.
I found that the shade Cloud was actually a wonderful highlighter for someone with my skin complexion. So if you are ghostly like me or look like a sheet of loose leaf paper, then this shade is going to be a really nice highlighter for you. The other shade that could potentially be a good highlighter is the shade Twanicorn, which sounds really fucking stupid when you say it, but whatever. That one is a lavender iridescent shimmer. So basically anything that has an iridescent shimmer, I feel could dupe as a highlighter as well. So if you're interested in this palette, please know that you could also make some highlighters out of this bitch.
There, like I said, there is a little bit of fallout, so I would totally recommend you doing your eye makeup first and then your base later. I tried using a shadow shield on top of my base today, and for whatever reason, it just wasn't sticking. I think maybe because of the foundation powder combo, I don't know. So I was trying to be extremely careful today when I was applying any sort of shadow in my lower lash line. I would say my biggest issue with this palette is not having a transition shade. And I get it that this is literally, it's just all fun, rainbow bright bullshit, but I really, really, really wanted and needed some sort of transition shade, even a white or a black or something to kind of, I don't know, add a little something to this palette. While I appreciate all these beautiful colors, they're really difficult to try to create looks. So I feel like you can only make so many looks with this palette. That's not just either a discount rainbow bright or some sort of sea monster. Like, I feel like that's all I could fucking do with this palette. And I was thinking to myself, well, if I had this palette and I used the brown in this and I could actually highlight it with the green, that would have looked nice. Like, I found myself thinking if I used something else and combined it with this palette, it would have looked beautiful. This is what I could create just using the palette alone. And I'm not mad about it, but I don't love it either. Like, this is kind of just ridiculousness. If you were only gonna use this palette alone, I feel like the only two appropriate occasions would be like an 80s party or a fucking 90s party, because you wanted to be some sort of rape kid. Or if you celebrate National Unicorn Day, which I'm pretty sure is a fucking day, yeah, okay, I could see you using this palette for that. If you want to kind of compare this unicorn-ish type palette to, say, the Tarte unicorn palette, I actually like this one a lot better. I find that the Tarte one's a little patchy and just a fucking glittery shit show mess. This I didn't really experience that with. Yes, there is glittery fallout, but it's actually a lot easier to clean up than the Tarte one. And I actually don't even think you can get that Tarte palette anymore. If you can, it's probably on Outlook for like $15, which just don't buy it. In that case, do I think you really need to get this? It depends on what you're looking for. If you really like the idea of a shimmery rainbow palette and you don't own that Violet Voss palette, then I think you will really like this, and I think you will have a good time using this. However, I don't necessarily think that this is worth $44, and I wish this was a cool 35 bucks. So if you have Ulta points or that 20% off coupon that Ulta sometimes gives out for prestige brands, then pick this up. I definitely like it, but I don't think it's worth $44. Yeah, so anyway, so with that said, I think that's about it. I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.